morning, everyone. Well, today my singer's back at his day job. Okay, I'm working on my collection obsession. I did one layout with this, I think the first week, and now here it is, the end of the month, and I haven't done another one. So I'm going to be doing these the next 3 days to get them done. So this is called Homemade, and it's by Mintay. You know, I love Mintay. And so anyway, I am going to scrapbook when we got our new desks, because we used to just have one desk, and it was actually my husband's desk, and then I bought a separate desk, but then when we renovated there wasn't room for all that. So anyhow, we had this basically a blank wall by the time we were done. And actually there used to be a bathroom door right here that led to the bathroom, and we had that closed in and put a shower right in that spot. So anyhow, I thought it'd be nice to have this because it's like, you know, rarely do you see your desk pretty neat. So it's like, this is a good reminder that it can look good. So, and I did that with my closet, and then I cleaned my closet again. So I think it actually ended up looking better the second time. So maybe this will get me to work on my desk area again. So I'm gonna, like, my husband's desk is first. This is the center where our two desks meet, and there's drawers on both sides. And then I have the corner, and I have the computer most of the time. And then there's more cabinets here. And this is where the computer was. Actually, now the computer's up here because it didn't like being in the cabinet. They're so fussy. So anyhow, this is what I'm going to be doing. And I'm using the embroidery hoop. And I thought this is, I mean, this reminds me of crafting. Sometimes I craft here. Actually, right now I'm kind of sitting right over here. But so anyhow, this is how I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna overlap that because you can actually see this here. And yeah, so I guess I'm gonna get to work at it now. Oh, and I usually like to show you what's on the back of the Mintay paper. Let's see if I can do it without sticking these together. So this is that very pale pink with the white dots, and it looks like it's paper or fabric that you unfolded. So, okay, so I'm gonna put this down about here. So I'm just gonna kind of lay it here gently until I get all my pictures ready. Like, maybe I shouldn't even lay them down yet. Okay, so I think that's about the spot. I'm gonna let this overlap this, so I know this has got to come over a little more now. And then I'll have this overlapping and this up in this corner. I think I'm gonna pull this way just a little bit more, because I kind of like them, you know, the same amount of space on the edges. So I'm gonna work at that. Oh, look at, I actually got it straight. Okay, so I've got 1 inch and 1/8 from here. Okay, so let me put 1 inch and 1/8 here once and see if that works. I would say that's about right there. I don't want to cover up my chair because I like to see that, because I love my chairs, except for I did have to put down plastic mats because they scratched or they grooved the floor. So I don't know. I'm gonna ask my my ex-son-in-law if there's something I can do about that, or if anybody knows if I can put. I'd just like to change out the wheels, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna have this probably. Maybe I'll bring it up. Well, I think I'll leave it here because I'm going to put flowers there. Because, you know, Mintay has flowers and I like flowers. Okay, so I'm going to make a cluster here, a cluster here, and then a cluster here. So I'm going to have 3 clusters. Well, this one's going to kind of be a long one. And that's actually where I started out, because I'm putting this pink velvet down here. And so I'm gonna put that there. And if it's your first time here, I always tape everything I can because I use Scotch tacky glue, and I just had it here because I was actually filling them today. But I usually just use these bottles that I got on Amazon, and it's a fine line, standard tip, and it's the yellow one. Okay, so I'm gonna put this where it's gonna kind of cover up my chair a little bit. And I'm actually going to try to cover up this part of these stems that are on that flower. And then I have a little teapot, because sometimes my husband is here and I'm here and we're drinking coffee while we're doing whatever we have to do in the morning. I like this because it's like we get to kind of hang out, because otherwise we were pretty separated whenever we were working at our desk. Oh, I forgot to put this. I've got those little pieces of measuring tape, so I'm going to use that too. You know, sometimes you cut out things and you're thinking, oh, what am I going to use that for? Okay, it was one of those pieces that I thought, what am I going to use that for? It's just a little scrap of that. But it's like, I'm going to put it right here. It'll be perfect. It just helps me build my little cluster. And I am going to use these wood pieces because, you know, it's like we do, and like he pays bills, I'm wrapping packages. Sometimes I do my gluing of my scrapbook pages over there. So there's, you know, different things going on here at the desk. Sometimes I craft there. Sometimes I make jewelry there. Lately, since we've been cleaning, sometimes, well, and actually he used to have a baseball card shop, and he's been kind of, he found some up in the closet when we cleaned it. Well, not the art room closet, but we cleaned the foyer closet shortly after that. I think he was just loving that we had cleaned out the other closet, that he's like, yeah, let's clean out this one too. Okay, now this, I want this overlapping this, so I'm gonna put a dimensional right here, and then I'm gonna glue the other part of it over that postage, that empty postage stamp wood piece. And where did I get these? Oh, I got these at Tuesday morning. And they didn't have a name. So I have no idea who the company was. But I really like them. They're super cute. Okay, that should take hold pretty soon here. And I have no problem using this on wood, because you figure wood is paper and it actually just eventually glues. So, okay, and now I've got this little floral piece, which I'm going to put right here. And these are all the fussy cut pieces. I didn't buy any extras to this collection. And at first I never bought anything extra. And then I really got, or maybe they didn't even have the die cuts yet. But then I fell in love with the die cuts too, and it gave me extra ones. But I have to tell you now that I'm really paying attention to the price. That I'm just going to buy 2 of the fussy cut sheets, because it doesn't bother me to cut them. And that way I don't have, do I put glue there? Yeah. This little piece right here is pretty delicate, so it needs its own glue. So I'm going to let it just overlap just a little bit. If you've been here before, I like collage. I love the clustering over things, everything touching. So I do that. Now I was going to put this here, but I see that I have it down a little lower than before. 4. Do I want to mess with it? I guess I really don't have to, because I was going to have this overlap it, but I could still do that. In fact, it won't have to overlap quite as much as what I had it overlap, but I can still put it there because I like that little bit of overlapping like I was telling you. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I didn't even finish my job over here. I just went right to looking at that. Okay, so I'm still building this cluster over here. And I've got coffee cups because, like I said, we have our coffee there in the morning while we're doing all our paperwork. And so I'm just getting the handles on the coffee cups. And I'm just going to let it overlap those flowers. And then I've got these little glasses because I wear glasses. My husband used to wear glasses. It was so funny because the first time he picked me up for a date, he had glasses on, and I said, "Oh, I didn't know you wore glasses." And he pulled them off his face, and it's like, he's like, "I don't wear glasses." Vanity. And so anyhow, we're driving, and we're like out in the country, driving to where we're going, and I says, "Maybe you should put on your glasses." He goes, "I don't have glasses." You'd think he was 12. That's hilarious. When he got new glasses, then he finally wore them, but he just suffered. Actually, he had one eye that actually seemed perfect. It was like 20/20. The other eye was the one that didn't always see, or it didn't see 20/20. Okay, I'm gonna tuck this one leg in. And I like this chair because it is very similar in design to mine, even though it's a different color. I just thought, oh, it's gonna be cute to use it, so I'm gonna use it. And then my title is actually Best Ever, and I think it's from Simple Stories, Simple Indigo. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I saved these because I thought, oh, it's got to be easier to get it off what it's been on instead of the wax paper, but no, it's still difficult. Okay, so I'm going to use this Best Ever, and I'm going to stick it right in the middle here. Now it'll be covering up a blank wall because we still don't have anything on that wall. I have a plan, but that hasn't manifested yet. It's got the printer here, but the printer's here. And actually, I wouldn't care if I seen it, but I do like to see how I had things arranged because, you know, I told you it's not as nice and neat as what it was then. And I'm going to stick this right in the middle. And then these ones got the wood pieces. I did not find a wood piece that I wanted to put up there. And so, but I did have this one. Oh, I want to put that little plastic where I see it. It is With You, and it's also from the foam stickers from Indigo Gardens. And it just says With You because it's like we finally have our desk together. So that's very nice. So I thought that would be nice to have there. And then I've just got some enamel dots, and I think I'm just going to use the blue ones. Now these ones look like they're identical to this paper. So I'm going to use the ones that are just a little bit different in color so that they're just not lost on the page. And I'm going to put some in each cluster. Oh, I got so quiet. I think it's so funny because, I mean, it's a strange thing filming because I am by myself, but it's like, really, you guys are here with me, just not yet. Oh, I'm almost cutting off the top of my page there. Okay, where do I want these? This collection is so pretty, but I've had a hard time finding what I like on it. Now I actually have 3 things laid out, so I should be able to get them done. I don't know how come I put it off. And it really wasn't that hard once I started pulling stuff out. Okay, so that's it for today. And there's my desk. I love it. I love seeing it nice and neat and dusted and all that jazz. Oh, I was gonna say, there's dust on my desk, but it was on the picture. So I will have close-ups at the end as usual, and I will see you tomorrow with another layout with my collection obsession. So I will see you then. Bye-bye.